If you're wondering if these banners are worth pulling on, then you've come to the right place, my friend. So first up, we've got the Yoimiya banner. Yoimiya is a pretty solid DPS unit. She's not the best by any means. She's just a solid DPS. She's definitely not someone you're gonna regret pulling for if you really like her personality. Chongyun is a very niche character in Kaya Freeze comps and in combination with Shenhe. But other than that, not really many uses for him. He's a very niche character. But within his niches, he's actually quite powerful. So next up is Yunjin. Yunjin is a very powerful unit for auto attack units, more specifically Yoimiya. That's her main case scenario and where people use her the most. And if you're specifically going for Yoimiya, then Yunjin is a fantastic unit to go for. And lastly here is we have Kiara. Kiara, she doesn't seem to be amazing by any means, but definitely not bad, especially given that she's a Dendro character. I would mainly recommend pulling for her if you're a big fan of running Nailu teams, then she's definitely going to be a great benefit in those team comps. But outside of that, there might be some other team comps for Dendro that she can work in, but I would say that Nilo teams are where you're going to get the most benefit for her. And lastly, of the character banners, we've got Yae Miko. Yae Miko is an incredibly powerful character, whether that's Aggravate or Hyperbloom. She's definitely a top tier off-field DPS Electro character. With that being said, in regards to both of these banners, they're 4-star characters, like there's no S tier units here. And with Kazuha's banner coming around the corner, I would say that if you don't have Kazuha, then you might want to skip out on these two banners here. Now in regards to the weapon banner, Thundering Pulse is a very good weapon. It can basically be used on any sort of DPS bow character, especially Yoimiya. Kagura's Verity is another great weapon that can be used on basically any DPS Catalyst user. Now let's look at the 4 stars though. Rust is a decent weapon, especially if you are going for like Thundering Pulse and you really want it for Yoimiya. You don't get it, you get Kagura's Verity. Okay, that's fine. Now you have like an R3 Rust, and that way you still come out on top somehow. So it's a decent weapon. Flute, absolute garbage. No one uses this. Dragon's Bane is a very good option and can be used on a multitude of characters. Very great weapon. Widsith is also a pretty good weapon, especially on any sort of damage dealing Catalyst user. This is and has a very good passive. And then on Kagura's Verity, maybe you don't get that for your Yae Miko or whatever, you can still come out on top with a high refinement with Sith. Okamura is another fantastic weapon, especially on someone like Beto. This is a very rare and powerful claymore. So overall, very good value for a weapon banner. Just remember to not spend any money, unless of course you are an oil prince. And as always, remember to take care and have a magnificent day.